let's start. I think, hello, I think we stopped here in the second page. It's not highlighted anymore. Alright. Anyway, we're gonna continue. So, this is the first, the second, the third. Oh, check the sound if everything is alright. Alright, let's see if everything is okay. Alright, I think everything is okay. Okay. Edgar Allan Poe. My way, but my disease grew upon me. For what disease is like alcohol, and at length even Pluto, who was now becoming old, and consequently somewhat peevish, even Pluto began to experience the effects of my ill temper. One night, returning home much intoxicated from one of my haunts about town, I fancied that the cat avoided my presence. I seized him when, in his fright at my violence, he inflicted a slight wound upon my hand with his teeth. The fury of a demon instantly possessed me. I knew myself no longer. My original soul seemed at once to take its flight from my body, and and a more than fiendish malevolence gin nurtured, thrilled every fiber of my frame. I took from my waistcoat pocket a pen, penknife, opened it, grasped the poor beast by the throat, by the throat, grasped the poor breast, grasped the poor beast by the throat, and deliberately cut one of its eyes the cut one of his eyes from the socket. I blush, I burn, I shudder, I shudder, I shudder, I shudder, while I pen the damnable atrocity. When reason returning with the morning, when reason returned with the morning, when I had slept off the fumes of the night's debauch. What is this word?
Debauch, debauch.
Debauch. Destroy all debase the moral purity of corrupt. I experienced a sentiment half of horror, half of remorse for the crime of which I had been guilty, but it was at best a feeble and equivocal feeling, and the soul remained untouched and untouched. I again plunged into excess, and soon drowned in wine all memory of the dead. In the meantime, the cat slowly recovered the socket of the lost I presented. It is true a frightful appearance, but he no longer appeared to suffer any pain. He went about the house as usual, but as might be expected, fled in extreme terror at my approach. I had so much of my old heart left as to be at first grieved by this evident dislike on the part of a creature, or creator.
Creature,
Which had once so loved me, but this feeling soon gave place to irritation, and then came as if to my final and irrevocable overthrow. Irrevocable.
Irrevocable.
Irrevocable. Not able to be changed, reversed, or recovered. Final and irrevocable step.
Irrevocable.
Irrevocable overthrow. The spirit of perseverances, perverseness, perverseness.
Perverseness.
perverse,
Of the spirit philosophy takes no account. Yet I am not sure that my soul lives then. I am that perverseness.
Perverseness.
Perverseness is one of the primitive impulses of the human heart.
Impulse.
A reflective urge or desire to act. Impulses of the human heart, one of the invisible, indivisible primary faculties.
Indivisible.
Indivisible, unable to be divided to or separated.
Indivisible.
Indivisible primary faculties or sentiments or sentiment. I'm going to translate this as well.
Sentiment.
A view or attitude toward a situation or event in option. I agree with your sentiments regarding the Rockbridge sentiments, similar feeling emotions, which give direction to the character of man, who has not 100 times found himself committing a vile or a stupid action. A vile stupid action.
Vile.
Extremely unpleasant or stupid action. For no other reason than because he knows he should not. Have we not a perpetual have we not a perpetual inclination? We will figure out.
Perpetual.
Never ending or changing. Inclination. Something going up.
Inclination.
A person's natural tendency or urge to act or feel in a particular way, a disposition or propensity. Tendency, propensity, proclivity, leaning, inclination. So someone is inclined to do something. His natural tendency or urge to act or feel in a particular way. In the teeth of our best judgment, to violate that which is law, merely because we understand it to be such. This spirit or perverseness, what we said perverseness was, let's check again.
Perverseness.
Deliberate and obstinate desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unaccepted, often in spite or spite.
Spite.
A desire to hurt, annoy, or offend someone. I say came to my final overthrow. It was this unfathomable longing of the soul to vex itself. Okay, I have two words: unfathomable and vex.
Unfathomable.
And incapable of being fully explored or understood. Vex. Oh, it vex to me. Just vex.
Vex.
To offer violence to its own nature, to do wrong for the wrong's sake only, that urged me to continue and finally to consummate the injury I had inflicted upon the unfounding brute. Unfounded brute.
Brute.
A savagely violent person or animal, or should consummate.
Consummate.
Make completely by having sexual intercourse. A marriage or relationship completely. Okay. One morning, in cold blood, I slipped a noose about its neck and hung it to the limb of a tree, hung it with the tears streaming from my eyes, and with the bitterest remorse at my heart, hung it because I knew that it had loved me, and because I felt it had given me no reason of offense, hung it because I knew that in so doing I was committing a sin, a deadly sin that would so jeopardize 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 my immortal soul as to place it, if such a thing were possible, even beyond the reach of the infinite mercy of the most merciful and most terrible God. One of the one, on the night of the day on which this most cruel deed was done, I was aroused from sleep by the cry of fire. The curtains of my bed were in flames. The whole house was blazing. It was with great difficulty that my wife, a servant, and myself made our escape from the conflagration. 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 Yes, conflagration.
Conflagration.
Conflagration. An extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property. The destruction was complete. My entire worldly wealth was swallowed up, and I resigned myself thenceforward to despair. I am above the weakness of seeking to establish a sequence of cause and effect between the disaster and the atrocity. And we will stop here